Welcome to Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight for the weekend of May the 16th, 2025. Got a lot of great stuff coming up. Got music from Yort, Pine Boys, Gozer, and more. Also going to check in with our band show and talk to James Mullen of Metroland Now and House of M and find out what he's got coming up this week. So without further ado, let's get started.
Weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. The weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. Andy Scullin is such a good dude, the kind of guy that it's easy to talk to. He's got some cool stuff he'd like to share with you. Yeah, you. It's the weekend, you know what you should do. It's the weekend Spotlight, the weekend alright. The weekend Spotlight, Unsigned 518.
All right, so up first is an event that is near and dear to me personally. It is my birthday party this weekend at Single Cut, and it's the third year that we're doing it. We call it Andy Palooza, and you know, for the record, I did not come up with the name, and I do realize that it's dumb, but it's also it is what it is at this point. You know, we can't change it. It's Andy Palooza 3 this year, so it's locked in. You know, it wasn't me that came up with it. And actually, just a brief story of how it came about. Shortwave Radio Band was asked to open up a show with Sugarhold and the Baton Killers at Single Cut, and it was on my birthday. So, you know, I agreed to do it, but was like, you know, it's on my actual 50th birthday, but yeah, I'd love to play the show. And then, so the Baton Killers, Tiger specifically, made it, called it Andy Palooza and made it a birthday party for me. And then the next year, Black Tongue Reverend hosted Andy Palooza 2, and they kind of set the thing up and invited us and called it Andy Palooza 2. And then this is actually the first year that I've really been like directly involved with the setting it up and the choosing of like who plays or whatever. But I also wanted to make it bigger. So not only do we have a lot of great local bands of several different genres, we have punk rock, we've got hip hop, we've got doom metal, we've got rock and roll, we've got just all sorts of, well, I mean, I guess 3, but still, that's multi-genre. But I also have vendors coming in. We have Scott from DCPC Live, which is a record company that does really, really good stuff with uplifting the local music scene, like in the area. They put out vinyl from local bands. He has a podcast called Scene Supports, which, you know, obviously supports the scene. Really, really fucking great dude. He's going to be there with a booth set up. He'll have some vinyls for sale. I have one that he did with the Snorts that was recorded at El Dorado in Troy. So like, that's, you know, when I'm saying local, like we're talking local. So he'll be there. Nerdy by Nature is going to be there. They're bringing some spooky items. Like I love those guys. And they'll have some stuff for sale. We have Mist merch, which is going to be there. Mist merch is something, you know, I got to have Dave on the show. So Mist merch is Mist. It's like MISSED merch. What he does is it's a drop ship merch company. So people can, you know, you work with him, you set up your page, and then your fans can go to the page and basically customize their own merch with your logos and stuff. They can say, you know, I want a small shirt in purple with this logo, and they can get it shipped right to them, and that way the bands don't have to keep a inventory on hand, which, as I can attest to as I'm looking over at a fucking stack of quote-unquote limited one-day only shirts from Shortwave Radio Band. But you don't have to have, a stock of inventory. You can just send your fans to this website. So they're going to be there as well. So, you know, if you're a local band and you've been struggling with merch, make sure you talk to Dave over there and maybe, you know, get set up and have him do the legwork for you and push your merch out there. Shortwave Radio Band has been using Mist merch since day one. We were the first client of Mist merch, and it's been really great. So I can't suggest it enough, and he'll be there on Saturday. And while it does look like, it's going to thunder and rain or whatever on Saturday, Single Cut has this really neat place. It's called Inside. So we can all just hang out inside, and then none of us will get wet. So it's definitely an indoor event. So actually the rain might help because you can't be outside. Come hang out with us. And if it's not, catastrophic, maybe we'll have the garage doors open. And we're bringing a tent. I'm bringing a 10 by 20. So just, a place where people can spread out a little bit. And as long as it's not like catastrophically raining, which I don't think it will, but it's going to be fucking fantastic. So as far as music, Shortwave Radio Band is kicking it off at 4 o'clock. We also have Pigsquisite with Ab the Autocrat, and Pigsquisite is Mr. Pigs and Exquisite, and obviously, Ab the Autocrat. And then we have Gozer, and also Brother Junction. And then we have two special shorter sets that are appearing throughout the day that I'm really, really excited for. We have Unsigned518 and JB, aka Dirty Moses. And if you're at the Eddies this year, or you're aware of the Eddies, I've seen pictures or video, Camtron performed this year, and it was fucking unbelievable. Like, the production level, everything was just, he's such a great dude, and it's really cool to see him shine like that. And JB, aka Dirty Moses, won Hip Hop Artist of the Year. And Ab the Autocrat was one of the nominees for Hip Hop Artist of the Year. So we're talking some real prestige people here. It's gonna be fucking amazing. So I think what we'll do is have JB and Camtron do sets in between some of the bands that maybe take a little longer to set up, so that way there's less downtime, and we'll just keep the party rocking throughout the day. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm gonna play some music from some of the artists at Andy Palooza, and to get things started, this is Ab the Autocrat, Mr. Pigs, Exquisite, and Scheist. It is Way Too Long. Catch them at Andy Palooza 3 this Saturday. Free show starting at 4 o'clock at Single Cut North. Right now, Way Too Long on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight.
I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window down, make you gone. I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window down, make you gone. Hey yo, the greenery doctor. You see me breathing, I was puffing, then I'm leaving. Sheba, Hawker. Watch me easily prosper, never deceitfully conquer. We use Reason and Pro Tools. Create the slate that's even if we ain't eating the same pasta. I gotcha. Throw a nickel bag to a tree in my lock. 1, 2, 3. My feet turn into fence hoppers. When I see the coppers, seeing Sadakas. With a beat like this, I can see the Oculus. Augment reality from your consciousness. From your one-bedroom flat, you could be prosperous. And if you ever leave that spot, we could meet to eat octopus. Famous last words was see what the profit is. Shake it off, snake went off without a hiss. Thought it was a bottomless pit. And looking back at it, it's so obvious. I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window down, make you gone. I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window down, make you gone.
Wrong person, I'm certain we not the enemy. Then get confused a bit, like mistaken identity. But if you feeling froggy, leap, then fall flat. Foggy memory, keep thinking you all that. Pat's a veteran, been here and I'm settled in. Trying to get away from most of pitching and the peddling. And be your better friend, see the bigger picture. But over beats probably ain't a better mixture. Flickering lights go off when scribing scriptures. Boss got me amped up like when I'm sniffing the ripper. But here's the kicker, I know that my flow is sicker, so flex all you want. I ain't the one to sit here and bicker. The quicker that you realize I don't give a shit, except anything but this, I will never call it quits. The better off you are, listen, you dismiss. Try and flex a little muscle, you ain't even on the list.
I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window down, make you gone. I've been doing this way too long. Inflate your little muscles if you say you strong. Roll up on you like Grey Poupon. Pardon me, roll the window
cramming jammies in they panties like Karen and Goodfellas. What you doing substituting glutton for gluten? I punch your tooth and something fucked up is brewing, the ruckus ensuing. Just a little bribe will get you in the Bible. Devil's killing your name and you ain't ever held liable. You not a viable specimen, I smell estrogen. You feminine and so's your brethren, and I would question them. They suspects, not roughnecks. They cut checks for butt sex. Still hearing they thug threats and they subtext. They all clowns, the whole circuit's a circus. My birth is still a holiday for nurses that was working shifts. My purpose on the earth's surface to make a rapper nervous. Inspire the choir with verses, words collapse churches. Then 518 upstate, breaking through your front gate. Wrap your fucking punk face in duct tape.
That's way too long. Ab the Autocrat with Mr. Pigs, Exquisite, and Shiest, and you can catch them at Andy Palooza 3, 4 o'clock this Saturday at Single Cut North. So up next, I'm going to play one from another band playing at Andy Palooza. This is the latest from Gozer. This one just came out just a couple weeks ago, and it fucking rocks. I've heard it like 3 or 4 times in the den today while I was working, and now you get to hear it as well. So, and just like with all the bands that I play, please go and give them a follow on Spotify or Apple Music, or buy something on Bandcamp. A little teeny bit goes a super long way towards supporting local music, so I appreciate it. Anyway, it's Gozer, Sunseeker, Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight.
From the shadows now and face the truth. Sunsets on a shallow grave, tried and true. Creep out from the shadows now and face the truth.
as Gozer with their latest Sunseeker. And right now, it's Camtron5000. I mentioned it before. He performed at the Eddies and just absolutely crushed it. He's been on the show before. He's become a friend. I was very excited to have him come to Andy Palooza to do a performance. You got to show up, because again, this is some high caliber talent we're talking about here. So it's Camtron5000 right now. This song is called Power Up. Make sure you come out on Saturday, and then I'll be right back and we'll move on to some other events.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rock for a second. Check. Aha.
Woo! Power up, I just burned the flower up. Want 3 girls like Powerpuff. Want this turned up loud as fuck. Shower love on the people that I trust and that always have my back, who I put nothing above. Just like OJ's hand in the glove, I don't fit in. When they know that Cam's in the club, they wanna get in. They love it and they can't get enough, cause it's addicting. Feel like I'm in a trance, cause this bug got me tripping. Deer in the headlight, she caught me. Daydreaming about that ass as I watch it walk away. Ooh, fear of my death might haunt me, so I don't think about it, except for probably every fucking day. But that's okay, it'll all be the way it's supposed to. Real talk, I love everybody that I'm close to. Kneel all before me, bitch, I'm Super Saiyan Goku. Steel wall, they'll never know the shit I had to go through. I'ma help your mother pick out tofu at Whole Foods. Then I'm gonna eat it down south like it's soul food. Whole crew, tripping off the toadstools, I told you. Cold brew, sipping French press, merci beaucoup. Merc cook the beat, magnifique with the Pro Tools. Girl says she think I'm unique and I'm so cool. She texted water droplets in the face with the slow drool. I said come give me brain at my place like it's homeschool. No rules, these niggas so fooled, I'm fucking nerdy. But I'm rapping circles round them like Kentucky Derby. Unworthy, all these rappers shit does not concern me. I learn these skills all by my damn self, bitch, I earn these. I turn keys, I open doors, I spit crack like I surf fiends. Only come in second when I'm satisfying her needs. And she make it hot when my hands are touching her knees. You know it ain't no drought by the way we like to burn trees. But it's all about the journey, so join me. But when I write, my raps do not annoy me. She sent a text to inform me she horny. I got her coming for the alien like she's Sigourney. Power up, I just burned the flower up. Want 3 girls like Powerpuff. Want this turned up loud as fuck. Shower love on the people that I trust and that always have my back, who I put nothing above. Just like OJ's hand in the glove, I don't fit in. When they know that Cam's in the club, they wanna get in. They love it and they can't get enough, cause it's addicting. Feel like I'm in a trance, cause this bug got me tripping.
Camtron5000 with the Power Up. And right now we're going to check in with Christian and Patrick over at our band show. They have a band, King in Yellow, that they're going to spotlight for us. And, I guess without further ado, let's check in with them. So over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andy, and welcome into our band show. This week, we're turning our focus to the music scene in Kingston, New York. We've had numerous bands from this area on the show and wanted to spotlight a shoegazy delight called King in Yellow. Formed during the pandemic, this 4-piece outfit blends elements of post-punk, new wave, and indie rock to create a sound that's both nostalgic and refreshingly original. The brainchild of the songwriters Nick and Kyle, playing alongside their members Garen and Mickey. During their interview with us, Kyle shared some fascinating insights into his songwriting process.
Just talking about my writing process.
Yeah, man, your approach.
For the longest time, my writing process and my approach to music was always things that I've felt and things that I've experienced. And with this, I wanted to try something different. And with this, I tried to write things that were more abstract. I tried doing things where there's a song where I wrote in nothing but garden path sentences, which is a sentence that's supposed to be wrong, but it's grammatically correct, but it sounds wrong when it comes out of your mouth. Where it's dried ground rain destroying, or stuff like that. And I wanted to just kind of play with the music and the vocals, and I wanted to be what if I talk here? What if this whole song I'm just a low mumble? And I wanted it to be a little something a little different than what I've been used to for the longest time, because I wrote acoustic songs forever. I wrote like all the pity party like ballad stuff, and yeah, it was time for something new.
Yeah, no, that's just that little snippet of poetry you gave us right there was absolutely beautiful.
This kind of creative experimentation is exactly what makes the Kingston music scene so vibrant. Over the past few years, Kingston has emerged as a real hotbed for indie music in the Hudson Valley. It has a very similar spirit of collaboration between artists, just like the 518. Musicians sharing practice spaces, playing on each other's records, and supporting each other at shows. It's all about creating an ecosystem where musicians can take risks and push boundaries, knowing they have a community behind them. Speaking of taking risks, let's check out one of my favorite King and Yellow songs, Hand and Fan. According to Kyle, this track was inspired by Arthur Rimbaud's A Season in Hell and takes an existentialist approach.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, up! Not in love. It don't burn for me like it used to. Do you even get used to it anymore? Feel the glow. Amber light in the night cuts it whole like a tearing a blanket. Take a breath when you drank it, all in one. Baby, it's a nightmare. Took so long, I got blinded from the lights glare. And I don't wanna be here. We're living in a nightmare. What's real anymore? Put my hand in a fan just to see if I could have felt it. Desires can be melted to the core. Is this love? It is cruel, it is mean, it is cold, and it's over demanding. Without understanding.
Whew, what a fantastic song. When they play live, they bring this amazing visual element too, with projections creating an immersive atmosphere that perfectly complements their sound. Their great performances are one of the reasons we're spotlighting King and Yellow this week. Kyle's gearing up to be a return guest on our band show, this time with the band Tiny Blue Ghost, a band that's melancholically dreamy with a melodic punk undertone. We're expected to go live with Tiny Blue Ghost later this month on Saturday, May 24th. Details still to come, but they'll be posted on our website, ourbandshow.com, or our Instagram/YouTube @ourbandshow in the upcoming weeks. Look out for it. Andy, back to you.
Thank you so much. That is Our Band Show, and make sure that you follow them on Instagram. Go check them out on YouTube at Our Band Show or ourbandshow.com. So right now I'm going to play a Metroland hot single. I've mentioned it before that grab a song from Metroland Now's Hot Singles in Your Area playlist, curated by TJ Foster of the band Erie, also of Metroland Now. And I'm going to kind of have a song that'll play double duty. So I'm going to play the latest from Yort, which is on this month's Hot Singles in Your Area. And then when we come back, I'm going to talk with James Mullen of House of M and find out what event he has coming up that may involve Yort. So here's Yort with West of Reason, Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight.
The sand reflects the sun, and I am bathed in molten gold. My hand grasps for my gun. The steel is hard and cold. My flesh it sloughs away as I stride toward my doom. My shadow stretches out to shroud my path in gloom. I shed my useless name as I'm swallowed by the sand. Out here, we're all the same in this barren holy land. My eyes fall to the ground, my heart exposed and raw. At last, I know I've found the void's primal gaping maw.
That was Yort with West of Reason off Metroland Now's Hot Singles in Your Area. And right now with me, well, not actually with me, on the phone with me, I have James Mullen, also of Metroland, but he also has House of M and has a little collaboration with Unsigned 518 and Metroland and some others for a weekly concert series throughout the summer. So first of all, James, how's it going, man?
Going pretty good, man. Just, doing the thing with Seas Atlanta still, doing the writing with Metroland and setting up this awesome stage, setting up a collaboration between the Shirt Factory and Metroland for one of 3 stages of live music all summer long. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and so I guess give us an overview, and we'll talk about what's happening specifically this week. But I guess give an overview of what you're planning for the summer.
Yeah, sure. So this is basically every week up at the Shirt Factory in Glens Falls. They have their Thursday night market and food truck corral, which is like basically like a total local bazaar block party style event full of like local vendors and artists and food trucks and all kinds of cool stuff like that. There's also 3 stages of live music every week. And this summer we took over one of them with House of M Entertainment, and we were able to get Aaron's blessing and Eric of the Shirt Factory's blessing to name it after Metroland and kind of make it a weekly concert series. They wanted to do something a little fresh with the music offering, so we, instead of doing like every stage having an acoustic performer, we're doing more of a live band and original music spotlight kind of thing on our stage. And that's going to run from this Thursday, May 15th, all the way through September 11th with different shows every week. And it's completely free admission to the public.
And I'm actually, well, Shortwave Radio Band and Erie, 2 of your fellow Metrolanders, are closing out the series. We'll be playing on September 11th. So now, what time does the music start on the Metroland and House of M stage?
Yeah, so it varies a little bit week to week, but it's going to be between the event runs from 4:30 to 8. Some weeks we'll start right at 4:30, and other times we might start at 5, but it'll always be no later than 5 and running through to 8 p.m.
Gotcha. And is that because, do they like alternate when the bands start, like between the stages? Because I actually haven't been to one of these.
So they don't stagger it that way. This is more for like, there are certain artists who decided maybe to take a shorter break in between to maybe start a little bit later, things like that. But the overall event with the vendors and everything starts at 4:30 every Thursday, and there will be 3 stages of live music. Like I said, we're presenting this one, but there will also be, a couple of acoustic artists around on other stages presented by 518 Rock from up here in Glens Falls. So
nice. And so, we won't go into what's happening every week because I think, as long as time allows, we'll just have you pop in every week. Yeah, we'll just have you pop in every week for the summer.
And if anybody is interested in that full schedule, they can find it on our social medias, really, because I think we collaborated on the post.
Yep.
So either Instagram or Facebook page probably has the full week, the full-on schedule. And if you were interested in all 3 stages, I think the Shirt Factory social media posted both sets.
Yeah, and we'll have you come in every week. But who's playing for the inaugural event?
Yeah, so for the first ever Metroland stage at Rock Hill Bakehouse, it'll be in the parking lot on that side of the Shirt Factory, right in the middle of Mural Garden with all the cool public art around. It's going to be the Pine Boys playing the first opening notes of the season, and after them we're going to have Yort performing,
who we just heard off of Metroland Now's Hot Singles. So that was why before I went into the song, before I got you on the phone, I was like, yeah, it'll make sense why I chose
we're pretty excited with their recent release to have them coming up, and I think it's probably their first time up in Glens Falls. I'm not sure if they played up here before.
Yeah, I don't know. And you know what else is funny that I thought of is that Pine Boys, the first album review that I did for Metroland was the Pine Boys.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
it all comes together.
It all totally comes together. Well, James, I won't keep you too much longer because I know you're probably fucking super stressed out trying to put together the last minute details of this event. But get up to Glens Falls, and I guess throw the time and place out one more time for us.
Yeah, so it's going to be basically up at the Shirt Factory in Glens Falls, New York, and our stage specifically is going to be in the parking lot of Rock Hill Bakehouse. It's all one big campus up there on Lawrence Street, Cooper Street area of Glens Falls, New York.
Cool. All right, yeah, so catch Yort and Pine Boys tonight with Metroland Now's stage with House of M. So, James, thank you so much, and I guess before we go, we might as well hear a Pine Boys song. This one is off the album that was my very first album review for Metroland, so I was going to hold a special place in my heart. This is Fang Part 2 on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight.
It's been 3 months since Fang ran away, don't know where he went or if he's okay. It's been 3 months since Fang ran away, don't know where he went or if he's okay. He put an ad in the Gazette, kept checking at the vet, but no good news about our old dear pet. Teared up at the toys that were his. He
even paid a private, now the best in the biz. Doesn't get easier, don't know how to cope, just wanted a home, holding no hope. Big old grin in the pick of the sill, said we know you'll be back, buddy, we know you will. Kept calling out your name, just like the last time. Spent every night peeping at the back deck. The wife, the kids, and I were a wreck. And one night, air full of thick fog, saw a four-legged shadow jump over a log, but it wasn't just Fang. He brought some new friends, a coon, cat, deer, head, a bear and a moose and an eagle on his back. I was just so glad my old boy came back. Kept calling out your name, just like the last time. Kept calling out your name, just like the last time. Fang opened up his mouth and said, these guys helped me through it. I didn't know you could talk, Fang, I never knew it. So glad you came back, buddy, glad you came through. So glad you came back, boy, you know we love you. He kept calling out your name, just like the last time. He kept calling out your name, just like the last time. He kept calling out your name, just like the last time, Fang.
That was Pine Boys with Fang Part 2. And if you're curious, yes, there is a Fang Part 1, but it's good to see that it had a nice happy ending. But anyway, you can catch Pine Boys with Yort this Thursday. What is that? Tonight. Yeah, we can catch them tonight at the Shirt Factory up in Glens Falls, and you'll maybe even see me there. If you do, I assure you I will not be hard to spot. All right, so that is it for this week's episode of Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight. I appreciate everyone for listening. I will see you possibly tonight at the Shirt Factory, and I will see you this weekend faux show at Single Cut North in Clifton Park for my birthday celebration. Music starts at 4 o'clock, but I think the vendors will be setting up a little bit before then, and I'll certainly be there long before 4 o'clock. So hopefully I'll see you there. Stop in, say hi, grab a beer from Single Cuts, and listen to some fantastic music. So, I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlights. See you on the road. Unsigned 518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.